Hello, I wanted to just go over some concepts that are going to be on this test and just a couple of pieces of important information. So this is the midterm exam, and first be sure to go back and read through chapters 1 to 5 in addition to the supplemental reading and review all of the video lectures and PowerPoints if you haven't done that yet. The test will open on Monday, October 4th at 8 a.m. and close on Sunday, October 10th at 11:59. Just be sure that you set aside 90 minutes for the test. So once you start it, it probably won't take you that long, but once you start it, you won't be able to leave and come back or anything like that. So just be sure that you're ready. It's 42 questions that are 2.5 points each. They're all multiple choice questions, no essay or fill in the blank or anything like that. So it actually, you have a couple of extra questions for bonus points, just in case there's a flaw or anything like that. So you are going to need to use the lockdown browser and the Respondus monitor, which is why I wanted to make sure no one had a Chromebook. I've also placed a bonus quiz there for you so that you can use that to make sure that everything is working, and I'll talk about that at the very end of this video, but just be sure that you have what you need in order to take it, and the best thing to do is to complete the bonus quiz. So you're going to need a webcam, and you can't use a Chromebook, most importantly. So the concepts are in an applied format. So in addition to going back and reviewing concepts, for example, attribution theory, you need to be sure that you know how to apply those. So I have given you feedback on your quizzes and your activities. It's a good idea to go and look at that feedback to make sure that you review anything, because similar to the activities and things that we've done in class, you're going to be looking at examples and practice and thinking about what that's going to look like. So for those of you seeking teacher certification, this will help to prepare you for the PPR because that's kind of how it's set up. So not just the definitions, but also the many examples from my lectures in addition to the book. So also don't forget to review the presentations from your classmates. If no one signed up for it, then I didn't post it and I've removed that, unless, like I said, it's already something in the book. So you can see that on the midterm sheet. Just be sure to look on that to see what specific concepts you need to study. So if it's not in the book, then you need to be sure to look at the presentations, either videos or some of them were just PowerPoints. So just look at those. So these are tips from previous students who did well on this exam. I'll let you look through these. Just any questions that you have, think about different examples. Make sure that you've read through everything, completed everything. I have a lot of stuff available for you to kind of help you with the concepts. So just be sure that that you're prepared, okay? And that it is a long test, so make sure you're well rested, and you can take it at any point that week. So definitely take it when you feel like you can spend the time focusing. So I've got a couple of sample questions for you. I'm going to go right to the answer, so I suggest that you pause it and think about it, and then I'll show you the answer. So the correct answer is a descriptive study. Is this first one. So remember, a descriptive study describes something. It does not relate to variables. It doesn't have two different groups experiencing different treatments. So that's how you can know that it's a descriptive study. Here's the second one. Go ahead and pause it. So we learned at the very end of chapter 5 about the best thing is to have a moderate amount of anxiety. That keeps that helps with performance because it helps you to kind of focus, but of course you don't want to be too overwhelmed. So the third one, you can go ahead and pause it. So remember, self-regulation is when students kind of monitor how they're doing. So while they're reading, they're going to maybe use different strategies or think about their behavior. If they're in the classroom, are they doing what they're supposed to, listening to the teacher? Um, Reinforcing themselves, so rewards or even punishments after the fact. So this is the one that is not. If you're just doing what you're supposed to do, then that's not necessarily an example of self-regulation. So question 4, you can go ahead and pause it. So this is positive reinforcement because something has been added, which is positive, right? So when something's added, it's positive. So don't think about positive as good, negative as bad, but think about positive as adding, negative as removing. So something's been added and it's caused the behavior to increase. So the teacher adds a glaring look, and that's what he wanted. So she's reinforced the behavior. So for extra credit, as a reminder, just work on this bonus quiz, and then you'll have that to practice using the lockdown browser to get points, and then also to give you some practice with these concepts. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know, and you can post in the class discussion board. I hope that you all do great on the exam.